The biggest scandal in MMO history gets worse, as Ashes of Creation is called a $140 million fraud, and the High Roller Actual Play turns their Campaign 3 setting into one of the year's biggest Kickstarters.
Love seeing it.
Before we talk about the latest Actual Play turned massive Kickstarter and the biggest scandal in MMO history, why not take a second to hit those like and subscribe buttons? It really does help these videos cut through all that AI slop, and we really appreciate it. And then, let's dive into the news. The team behind the incredibly popular High Rollers has just released their Altheya, the Dragon Empire D&D 5th edition setting over on Kickstarter, and in less than 24 hours it has raced past the $500,000 mark. Altheya is the setting for the High Rollers' third and current campaign, which features a world where powerful dragons rule a planet carved into various provinces, each with their own dragon lord, that is now starting to fracture as the Dragon Empress who ruled over all of them was killed. The Kickstarter delivers a ton of new subclasses based around this dragon-themed setting, as well as powerful new relic magic items, and even a new Crucible Fate mechanic, where all the players and the DM roll a d6 at the start of every session, and every roll of 1 through 3 becomes a dice that the DM gets to use at their discretion, and every roll of 4 through 6 becomes a dice that the players get to use to gain buffs or trigger a special ability. It's a great tweak to the classic D&D 5e system that adds a lot of options to both the DM and the players for epic moments or changing the momentum of a key combat or encounter. There are also new journey rules that give exploration more structure and allow for the players to make more meaningful choices than just, we go investigate the ruins. And all in all, it's just a great high fantasy setting that brings a ton of incredible art and incredible options to the venerable 5e system. So if you want to explore a massive new world ruled by dragons on the brink of all-out war, with inspirations from such fantasy classics as Dragonlance, Avatar: The Last Airbender, Final Fantasy, and more, make sure you check out the Altheya, the Dragon Empire Kickstarter today. And maybe this could be the first D&D Kickstarter in quite some time to get over that $1 million mark.
Great story. Compelling and rich.
And finally, the Ashes of Creation controversy keeps spiraling out of control, as the creator and former studio head behind the MMO that was supposed to be the savior of the genre is now being sued by the new owners of Intrepid Studios. And the lawsuit features some truly wild claims, like accusing creator Stephen Sharif of basically orchestrating a $140 million fraud. The lawsuit accuses Sharif of using company funds that were earmarked for employee payroll to pay off the mortgage on his house, along with just flat-out accusations of massive embezzlement. He's also being accused of buying property with funds from Ashes of Creation and Intrepid Studios, and then selling the property and keeping all the profit himself, and essentially using the investors of Ashes of Creation as his own personal piggy bank, instead of using those funds for the game he promised would revolutionize the MMORPG genre. That news was also joined by more claims made by Ashes of Creation investor Jason Karamanis that Sharif never invested a single dollar of his own money into the game or the studio in the 10 years he worked on it, and in fact sabotaged the game on his way out the door by withdrawing their Steam Early Access funds from the bank, which meant that all the staff that got laid off in the wake of his exit didn't get paid because there were no funds available. It's important to note that these are all just accusations in the lawsuit at this point and by Karamanis later on, and Stephen Sharif has still not revealed his version of events to the public. But what was supposed to be the future of MMORPGs set to rival World of Warcraft and Final Fantasy XIV is now being called a $140 million fraud by some of its own investors and employees, as the MMORPG genre appears to remain cursed. And that's all the news we have time for this Tuesday. Let us know what your favorite story was down in the comment section. And don't forget to hit those like and subscribe buttons.